Welcome, welcome, welcome. LOJ Fit Club. We got my girl Toi in the building.
Hey guys.
Yes. So look, we just want to dialogue and we just really talking and learning from each other, building, and we wanted you to be a part of the conversation. So hopefully, you find this useful along your journey. And so just a little bit of background about myself. Right now we are in Smyrna, Georgia, Atlanta, and we're in my studio. I have a personal training studio where we do holistic health. And we say holistic because we understand health has to come from a mental, physical, spiritual approach, okay? And so we help clients to be able to understand that and to be able to unlock whatever traumas they may have that's keeping them from where they're trying to go, okay? So we do like health coaching, online health coaching, so it don't matter where you at, so don't get disqualified, don't still tune in just because you don't live in Atlanta, all right? And so we do a lot of health coaching and vegan meal prep, our knowledge on veganism and plant-based nutrition and stuff like that. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to bring Toi with us, and because she's been, in the fitness industry for a little minute and she's training herself, and she's going to introduce herself, and we'll just have a dialogue and questions. She's going to ask me some, I'm going to ask her some, and from there, again, we'll go work out and do some things and join in.
Perfect. So hey guys, my name is Toi. I'm sitting here. I'm happy to actually be here at LOJ Fitness with Troy. So I also have a YouTube fitness channel that you guys can also check out. But I'm excited to actually get this interview started to figure out how Troy can actually help me with some fitness questions that I have had, since I started working out since 2015. So I'm excited to get this started.
That's what I'm talking about. Awesome. Okay. So since 2015, so from 2015 is now 2019, right? What challenges would you say has been some of your biggest challenges, whether that's in the physical, just in the physical realm, or whether that's in the mental, spiritual space as it relates to like your health? What do what would you say to that?
It has been the biggest challenge?
Biggest challenge.
So I would say when I first started actually working out, one of my best friends actually got me involved into like the fitness world, I guess you would say, being that she was a trainer. And I would always work out with her like all the time. So we would always go and train with each other and do things together. When I started my YouTube journey and my fitness journey, I didn't necessarily have that person to always work out with me.
Gotcha. So
that having that accountability partner with me, so sometimes it's hard for me to take accountability for myself and not necessarily having like someone to really, when you're actually training, you don't necessarily have someone there to push you or to motivate you to actually train. So that has probably been one of the biggest challenges since then.
That's interesting that you say that, and the reason why that's interesting is because that's probably 95% of people's challenge, right?
I can believe that.
Yep, because most people are not self-motivated, especially with something that they don't want to do.
Yes.
Watch this. This actually really starts as a child. What do I mean? The better that our parents have us and make us do the things that we don't want to do, the better it happens and translates into when we get into adulthood.
That's true.
So if you're watching this and you have children, my biggest advice is that little, hey, go brush your teeth at night, make up your bed in the morning, will have psychological long-term effects with them throughout their life.
Yeah.
Right? That will translate, because now you're gonna be more susceptible of basically avoiding the things that doesn't feel good.
That's true.
And that is a recipe for disaster. Okay? And a lot of us are having to unlock that. Okay? I know I am. My mother had 5 kids that she was raising at once with cousins and everybody else around. And it's easy for me to slip out of something that I was supposed to do that I didn't do. And so now I'm having to pay for it and really put myself on a strict regimen. So that's a big, huge thing. My advice to anybody that may find that useful is that you always do like Toi did, which is find somebody that you can either be accountable to, that's serious. It's hard to try to get your friends. Stop trying to. Don't go to that friend that not serious. Like playing around in the gym, right? So the other thing is that in a lot of cases, a lot of you need professional help.
Yeah.
Personal training, health coaching, fitness coaching, something that is gonna work for you, because that now you're paying money for it, so you invest it. You know, I learned really quick. People who pay attention.
That you need to write that down there at the bottom.
Write it in there. Yeah, people who pay attention.
Yep.
Okay. So with that being said, you know, if you do that, then you're gonna, you know, you're probably gonna be a little bit more serious about your fitness goals and journey. So okay, so that's on the accountability side. What kind of physical challenges you know, have you had?
So I would say, you know, we were sitting here before filming this, and some of the things that physically that I feel like I need to, you know, work to get better at will basically be my upper body strength. So as well as just shaping and toning my shoulders. So my back is actually one of my favorite muscles. I have no issue actually training my back, but I know that your back muscles deal a lot with your shoulder muscles as well.
Okay.
But I feel like I need to learn more different isolation exercises to really target my shoulder areas.
Okay, awesome. Really quick, so like we were talking again, we were talking beforehand. So, and Toy's trying to maintain weight right now. Mm-hmm. So before getting to this point, were you more on the slim side, and did you build to this point?
Yeah, so I was typically, naturally, I was tall and slender. Not necessarily, I didn't have like the shape.
Okay.
I was just there, if that's how you want to put it. I was just there. So since I have been training, I have been able to give myself like a little, you know, a little definition in my body.
Okay, all right. That's the humble way to say it. In other words, she says she's able to give herself some curves, be able to move some stuff around. Okay, awesome. So look, now that right there, before I even get into the shoulders thing, I want to just dialogue about that.
Yeah.
Is that right there is something that's probably one of the biggest myths out there. Would you agree, like that everybody always think that exercising is about losing weight?
Yeah, no.
They always say, oh, I don't need to exercise, I need to be gaining weight.
Yeah. I hear that as well.
She's saying she's literally recreated her body.
Yeah.
If you got like a before and after, I may put it in here.
I'll send you one.
Yeah, a before and after. She's literally from exercising. Y'all. So exercising is not just about losing weight. Exercising is the perfect equilibrium. If you're underweight and you start exercising effectively, you're going to gain weight.
Yep.
If you're overweight and you start exercising effectively, you're going to lose weight.
Yep. It works both ways.
It works both ways. So, so shoulder-wise, I feel that it's really harder for people who are taller and leaner people, right? Ectomorphs, right? To be able to, you know, build their arms in general.
I agree.
It's the whole arm, because I got the same body type you do, right? And I've always been on the slim side.
Yeah.
And so, you know, in gaining weight, you know, very gradually. Whew.
Yeah.
Right, you know, 5 pounds a year, real slow. It's a slow process, but it's a worth it process because you can keep that. But in gaining weight, you know, it comes in a lot of different areas other than like the part where we're kind of long at. It's a little it's a little harder for it to do that. So and we already know it ain't nothing that you don't know, which is lifting heavier. Right? So if you exercise a lot by yourself, I would more so go with somebody that you go to the gym with, where you can get spotted. Yeah, that way you can go way heavier, because your body responds to, that's basically when we lifting heavy, your body is saying, okay, if I can't do it, let's say you're struggling on the last two, that's your body sending a message to your muscles and saying, hey, you need to recruit some more muscle fibers. Okay. Make sense?
Yep.
So in recruiting more muscle fibers, then the muscle has the ability to grow if we're feeding it effectively.
Makes sense.
And that's literally, you know, how to grow anything, and making sure that you're just doing it consistently. But the biggest ingredient with anything related to your body is consistency.
Yeah.
Okay. Long-term consistency always beats short-term intensity.
Again, that's another thing that he needs to put down down below.
Yeah. So basically, to translate that really quick is that, you know, some of us go hard for 2 months and then stop for 8 months. It don't work like that, right? I'm gonna tell you something that y'all not gonna want to hear. to get the body that on the physical aspect. Now, I'm not that vain when it comes to exercise. I feel like this is way more than that. But to get that body that you're looking for, that perfect body, it's gonna take you some years.
I'm glad. I'm really glad that you just said that. Because I mean, I think you see so much on even like social media and stuff that people put, this is a 6-week transformation, this is a 90-day transformation. And I'm like, I can just be a test to say that how my body looks now is not how it took me at least like 3 or 4 years to get my body look the way it looks now. So it's just so misleading when you see all those type of posts on social media, and people easily gravitate to seeing, oh, if her body got like that in 3 months, then my body can get like that in 3 months.
And now you have false expectations.
Yeah.
It takes years for your body, and here's why. Because the body that a lot of us want, you want that lean muscle look. For women, of course, she's still feminine, right? She has muscle built up, but she's still feminine, right? So the thing is that a lot of the times, the reason why it takes so long is because muscle takes long to form and develop. Okay? Muscle, to break down the muscle and rebuild, break down the muscle, rebuild, break down the muscle, rebuild, it takes time. Okay? Science says you can only gain 6 to 9 pounds of muscle per year. That's what the science says. Okay? So, you know, with that being said, it takes a little minute, but here's the deal. You got 2 choices the way you look at this. Is I'm either gonna find a way to love it and enjoy it, and if I can do that, the time gotta pass anyway. 3 years is gonna come whether you do it or not. Okay? So then if you can do that, then it doesn't matter how long it takes, because you love the process.
Exactly.
Or, you know, we can be like some of these people that we see and trying to hack the body by surgeries and this and stuff like this. And the reason why that's a big important thing to talk about is because that's a risk for your life.
Yeah.
Okay? It's a risk for your life, and it's also I got clients, 4 or 5 clients that come in here who already had that, right? And they found out they can't really hack the human body because it went back and reverted back to its natural state, because you are what you repeatedly do.
Man.
And so that's just not a route that you want to go. So let's find a way to love this. Okay? Find a way to love this because you love yourself.
That's true. So you've seen clients who have had like plastic surgery come in. Well, I've always seen like things and posts about people that probably have had like butt injection. So they have to do squats to keep, I don't know, like the butt lifted. Or is that like another myth? Probably. I don't even know too much about it. Okay.
I'm laughing because it probably
And I'm like, oh, okay.
Which is like, okay, you weren't doing squats before, but now you got to start working out to keep and you can just do the squats before.
And you don't have to do any.
And you ain't got to do none of that stuff where somebody's cut this out of you.
It's confusing.
So,
and I think that goes back to what you just said previously, that you have to learn how to love your
body and yourself.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, I just had a lady come in this morning, and she literally, because she was saying basically when she goes to the gym, she was talking about this one location in off Camp Creek called LA Fitness. Anybody know about the LA Fitness Camp Creek? You ever been to that?
I haven't been to any LA
Fitness ever
here in Atlanta yet.
Okay. So that one in Camp Creek, they say, like, everybody, I've never been either, but they say it's like it's a meat market. Everybody who ever been there, it's like it's a club. They call it Club Creek.
Oh, interesting.
It's like they didn't deck it out. You go in there, they might be playing Young Thug, like they deck this whole thing out, and all you see is people who like ready, you know what I'm saying, like scouting out fast. So this is the stigma that particular LA Fitness had. Now, what she was saying, we was talking about that, she was like, yeah, she was like, and then all those women with, you know, the fake butts and stuff. So I had to stop her real quick, because a lot of because of this does exist, and you don't never know, you start to discredit some of the people who have actually built it, because it is absolutely possible to build it.
I've been told that I had a fake butt before, so I mean. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's because true. It's out here, because that exists, now people are discrediting people who have actually done it. Well, let me tell you why that's detrimental. Because now, that's not even achievable to them. So they're never going to do the work because, I just got to go get a plastic surgery to get that done. everybody don't have plastic surgery. Before plastic surgery existed, you still had women with big old, right, and they can build it. So there's more people than you think that has built it than who has went and gotten that. Okay, so let's not be quick to do that. So so that's the general what I want to talk about as far as that, you know, is concerned, and help the people as it relates to that. Do you have any questions for me that, you know, you may want to ask? You know.
Yeah, so I have one question. I told Troy when I kind of did a little bit of research on his gym, I thought it was really nice to see that they take the whole holistic approach to fitness. So what really got you into actually figuring out that, you know, this is what needs to be done first before people start getting into the physical mindset of actually doing fitness?
Great question. So, as I was telling you earlier, I'm from a community that left America in the late 1960s and reestablished, you know, ourselves in Israel. Okay, and so you can always go look us up. You just type it in, African Hebrew Israelites of Jerusalem, and you'll find us. And so we're a holistic health community, and this has been my life. So I've always understood the connection, right? You know, we're a vegan community, but we always understood that, guess what? That vegan diet is not the end all be all. Here's why. Because we understand that it's the spirit, right?
Yep.
It's the spirit that matters and gives life to everything, right? Which is energy. So if your energy is off, food is living. The tomatoes, the apples, right? The avocado, this is living. They're living foods. Well, if your energy is off, as you're about to eat that food, it can feel your energy, and it won't even yield its benefits to you. So you can eat an apple all day long, but it fills you. So if you off spiritually, it's off. There you go. So these are the types of things that was instilled in me from a very early age. And so with that understanding, I started to dive deeper and learn it for myself. And so then, as I got into this industry to be able to help and serve people, I had to take them through that same journey, because some of them are suffering not because of what they're eating and lack of movement, but because of what's inside of them and here. That's how.
I love that.
So, if you don't have any last things, we're gonna shoot a little quick workout, do some little recovery exercises for you guys, and stay tuned. Keep watching.
Keep watching.
So for today's workout, we're gonna focus on Toy's target area, which is back. We'll do a little bit of arms to kind of get an extended warm up, but then we're gonna focus on the back and have her go through it.
Yeah, let's pray that he doesn't kill me. Let's begin.
Namaste. So we're working on some back exercises, okay? So we're actually about to do some TRX rolls, okay? She's gonna be pulling herself up and squeezing her back. If she does not engage the muscle, right, even if she's going through the movement, if you don't engage it, you're not gonna get the proper benefits from it, okay? Let's go, Toy. Perfect, yup, breathe, no touch. Perfect, good.
One more.
Okay, so this one, I don't have no fancy names for them. You know, I kind of actually rename every exercise. You know, they be like Turkish get-ups. I'm like, who said that was from Turkey? You know, I rename it, all right? I call them Ghanaian get-ups, all right? So this one, though, is forearms to hand. Forearms and hands on the Bosu ball, right? That's how I keep up with it, because that's what you're doing. So Toy's about to demonstrate that. This exercise, I have Toy doing a reverse fly, okay? One leg reverse fly, okay? So it's gonna take a lot of balance, right? She's gonna squeeze those muscles, and she's gonna engage and squeeze back, okay? All right?
Bending over.
Like bending your knees, more over, yep, good. Like maybe more on your shoulders, there you go. Your arms a little bit bent, not as straight.
Not as straight?
Yep, not as straight, that's it. Good. Good. Squeeze. I should feel it. Good. Good. And perfect. Alright. Okay. This exercise, we call these X's and Y's. Alright? X, right? Y. X, Y. X's and Y's. TRX, X's and Y's. So we're about to demonstrate.
I'll start with Y.
So now we're going into the recovery phase of exercise, okay? And just total wellness. Recovery is such an important thing that a lot of people don't do enough of, okay? So I want to ask Toy, and I don't know what she does. We didn't talk about this prior, but I want to ask you, what are some of the things that you do to recover?
So recovery-wise, as far as I go with recovery, I mean, I do stretch after. I stretch before and after all of my workouts, but I'm pretty sure I could do much more than that. But that's just the basic that I do.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, look, when you know better, you do better. So after today, you're gonna incorporate some of this stuff, right?
Yes, I am.
Facts?
Facts.
All right, cool. So recovery, what is recovery? So for example, when you're training, right, especially when you are doing strength training, you're adding resistance to your body. So the issue is that you're pulling. So exercise in general, when you're doing any kind of exercise, you're you're tearing your muscles. Okay, you're tearing them apart and ripping them up, and then they have to rebuild. Okay, so then how are you helping that process of rehabilitation for your muscles? Okay, so that's what recovery is. So here's some of the forms of recovery. Number one is sleep. Are you getting enough sleep?
Yes. I get like 8 hours of sleep.
Okay, then we're good. Absolutely. Cool. Sleep. I'm a big sleeper. I love sleep. It's hard for me to get up. Okay, especially in the wintertime. I'll be like, shit, they're gonna train themselves today, right? Especially in the wintertime. Recently, I've been kind of up and at it real early. Like I get up 5, 6 in the morning. I don't go to sleep till about 11 at night. So I'm at it for a very, very long time. But proper sleep, how many hours of sleep? About 8. I'm gonna recommend, if you can get 8 hours of sleep, you can get 8 hours of sleep. If you're young and you're on the grind and you got stuff to do, maybe 6, 7, but 8 is recommended. Okay. What are some other forms of recovery? Let's talk about one of my biggest, my favorite recovery techniques is chiropractic.
Really?
Have you ever been to a chiropractor before?
Yes, I have.
Really? What was your experience with the chiropractor?
I mean, so okay, here's my question with that. So how often would you go to a chiropractor? Because I've been I did like a month thing with it, but it felt a little weird to me.
Okay, so did it hurt?
No, it didn't hurt.
Okay, it just felt weird to you, like you got control of my neck like that.
Yeah, it was a little strange, but
with it. Okay, so chiropractic, somebody who's really, really, really active, you should really almost go about once a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
You know, once every 2 weeks you'll be good. I go about once every 6 weeks, and I'm really active though. But it's just time. I don't have enough time to go once a week. But I'm a big advocate for chiropractic. I hurt my back here, and I was getting spasms. I was out. This is when I was playing basketball, and basketball season I was out, and I missed the whole Christmas tournament. I was upset, and I was going to physical therapy. I went to massage therapy. I went to do all this.
And the chiropractor is
the only one.
Interesting.
The only in a matter of 2 days.
Oh wow. Okay.
Chiropractic deals with the nerves. Pain is felt from the nervous system, right?
Yeah.
You adjust the spine, okay? Then everything gets back in alignment. You have lack of pain. Chiropractic. So when you're working out, rigorously, you are moving stuff and shifting stuff.
Yeah.
Okay? Like for example, a lot of us have a hips that are higher than others. Okay? Chiropractic, just that back in place.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's another one. Another one is meditation is a recovery exercise. Just letting stuff go in your brain. I recommend do that every morning. 10 minutes in the morning. Meditation. Okay? Another one is massage therapy.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of massage therapy. Okay? What we're actually about to do here in a second is some myofascial release, which is like a form of muscle release, right? Where you're using more so tools, okay? So what we do is not a substitute for massage therapy, but it's more so a complement to it, in addition to it. Most people are not going to be going to a massage therapist 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So you do this, 2-3 times a week of myofascial release, which is the understanding of applying pressure to the body. Okay, when you apply pressure to the body, it releases tension and adhesion, right? That's under, right, the fascia tissues, which then helps with pain. So you can be releasing your body all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, 2-3 times a week I recommend at least, and massage therapy I recommend at least once a month, maybe even twice a month to be real active. But once a month, is more realistic for a lot of people. Based upon everything else that include with it. Massage, and then, stretching is a huge one. A lot of stretching. Make sure that you're doing a lot of stretching and just keeping your muscles loose in that way. So, do you have any questions about any of that for me?
No.
You gonna start doing more myofascial?
I am. I'll just stop doing the sleeping and stretching after my workout.
Okay, awesome. So the reward for hard work is more work. So now you're about to be doing more work. That's right. All right, we'll get into it. Okay, so this is a massage stick, right? So a lot of track runners, we used to use these in track a lot. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm releasing that fascia tissue, which then is going to release adhesion. If anywhere she got pains, anywhere it starts to hurt, I want you to let me know. Where it's like more sensitive than others, because that lets me know that she has, some tension there, right? Some trigger points in different areas, okay? Okay, so this next tool, I call this my little pocket rocket, all right? Yeah, I love this. Actually my favorite myofascial release tool right here. It is awesome, excellent, right? And it's gonna get in the little crevices of places where my longer and, my longer tools can't get to. So we're gonna do some work, some specialty work, get into some places that she'll be able to, feel release, the tension and everything like that. Boom.
And this one not too good. side. This side.
So, last myofascial release tool that I want to show you guys. Let me just hold it up real quick, Toy. Okay, this right here is a lifesaver. All right. So if you work in a corporate office or something like that, and you know, or just whatever you're doing, and you at a desk or you sit down living a sedentary life, or if you have shoulder, neck pains, anything like that, this right here will save your life. Okay. So what it's basically doing is it's putting, you know, pressure on those places where you feel pain, okay, and it's loosening up those adhesions again, okay. So that's another tool for a different area. So this is the last myofascial release tool that we're showing you today. There's other ones out there, there's other ones that we have, but for the day's sake, that's what we're doing, so the recovery phase. So to end just on that aspect of it, how does the myofascial release feel in general?
It feels really, really good. I think something that I struggle with is not, you know, necessarily doing enough of this type of recovery. So to figure out and, you know, be able to hear about different tools that you can actually use to recover a lot of those muscles is really, really eye-opening and good stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. So are you going to use this outside of us now?
Yes, I mean, I'm very happy that I had the opportunity to come here and work out with Troy at LOJ. You definitely, if you are in the Smyrna, Atlanta area, this is definitely the place that you should be, especially if you are looking to get, you know, more fit on a personal level as well as just being whole. You know, a lot of times I think we go to the gym and we just look on the physical outside of like the physical fitness. And what I really love about here is that they also focus on your mind and your body and your spirit. So that's definitely something y'all should really incorporate in your workout regimen. When you're looking for a place to work out within the Atlanta metropolitan area, this is definitely the place where you need to be.
Awesome, I really appreciate that. And you know, you're up and coming and getting everything together. So please feel free to share as it relates to everything that you plan to do, everything that you're doing, and yeah, encourage people to reach out to you directly as well.
Yeah, so if y'all want to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at True Toy Story, or you can follow my YouTube channel at Toi Sharae. And I'm looking forward to coming back here and most likely, hopefully bringing my other two YouTube friend girls here to also do a nice fitness workout here.
Okay, that's what's up. Awesome, we'll keep it going. Yes, so yes, please check her out. We'll make sure that, you know, we have the links, everything plugged into the video, because she is awesome. She one of the best things I like about you, Toy, and I haven't even told you this so far. I just met her today, y'all, so this is fresh. Y'all are really in on a real,
yep.
You know, like this is, we just now meeting each other. One of the things I like about Toy already is her ability to cognitively think. Like, she's a thinker. So like, it's been probably 4 or 5 times I'm about to say something, she knew exactly what I was about to say. Okay, and
I'm not a mind reader, but sometimes I can do things like that.
She is an air sign, so
and you've been holding that against me this whole time.
You know, fire signs, for all my fire signs out there. Aries, baby, April 14th, send me a gift.
Nothing is wrong with Aquarius.
Yeah, nothing.
Born in January.
Yeah, nothing is wrong with Aquarius. What I want to say, you know, to anybody who's on their journey is, listen, like, this is, like, what we're doing is fun.
It is.
It's fun. But what's not fun, and the reason why you can't get into it, the reason why it hasn't been fun to you, is because you haven't been in it long enough to start winning.
I agree.
Losing is not fun. So you gotta, but you always in everything gotta lose before you win. I don't care what it is that you do, you gotta lose before you win.
Yep.
Okay? So you haven't been going through it long enough. So I want this video, okay, I want us to be an inspiration for you guys to be able to, you know, take this, run with it, and know that, guess what, eventually you're gonna start to enjoy it.
Yes.
But you gotta lose, because guess what, you've been 20, 30 years of doing what you wanna do. So now you gotta put in them dues. Right? You don't go nowhere and just start getting raped. Nope. You gotta get initiated, baby.
That's very true.
You know? So,
and anything worthwhile takes time.
Big fact.
That's just life.
Fact.
So.
Fact. It's spring now, shit. It took time to get from winter to spring. I'm happy as motor. You know what I'm saying? From the fall, I hate being cold. So, we in the spring now. 75 degrees here in Atlanta right now. living good.
I know.
But you came from Florida though.
I know. That's why the winter was killing me.
Right. I know you
So-
like, shoot, you came from Florida. What cold you used to?
Yeah.
So everybody check us out, you know, follow the social medias, everything LOJ Fit Club here at LOJ Fit Club as in Lion of Judah. Okay. My name is Tori.
I'm Toy.
And we had a wonderful time with you. I hope you was able to learn something. Peace.
Bye.